With Todd Cantwell basically in the door, Rangers focus their sights on Nicolas Raskin. They're looking to bolster their midfield options, but thoughts on Cantwell, sir?
Cantwell's in the door, but Rangers want more.
They want more. They want this guy Cantwell. I believe it's going to be more than $2.5 million. Is that worth it to bring a guy in 6 months early?
I don't believe Rangers are paying it. I know the deal is pretty much done, but I just can't imagine Rangers would spend $2.5 million on a guy that they could get for free in the summer. I'd be shocked if it happens. I'm not saying they can't get the guy, but I think what's more likely to happen is that they just wait till the summer to get him, or maybe even some sort of loan deal until the end of the season. Then they get him on a free. I don't know. I just don't see Rangers paying $2.5 million.
All the talk is the fee's been agreed and that he's coming, but you're right. I think if Rangers were going to pay the fee, it would have been done like a week ago.
Yeah, what's the delay? Like, what's the hold up? Why is it taking so long?
Nobody knows, but that's a fid for a different day when he actually joins, or if it's a pre, or if it's a current, or whatever. But here are the stats for Nicolas Raskin. He's played 17 games this season. He's got 1 goal, 4 assists, and 2 yellows. He's got a couple of other years in there. He is more of a sitter, a defensive-minded midfielder. He's not
a holding?
10. Aye, he's not a 10. He's like a box-to-box / holding. He was in the Europa League a couple of seasons ago. He got 6 matches, 1 goal.
Well, based on his stats, I certainly wouldn't give him a 10.
No, would you not give him a 10? No.
More of a 6 to me.
Well, he's been linked with Leeds United. He's been linked with a lot of clubs. I made fids on him, I think, late in December, thinking about Rangers. I mean, who didn't I make fids on potentially going to Rangers? Even Ronaldo the other day, Piers Morgan came out and said that Ronaldo considered both Old Firm clubs for the Champions League football. Well, you know what, mate? Considering you're only going to get a maximum of 6.
I'm not buying that. If he really wanted Champions League football, he could have went to his home fucking boyhood club, Sporting Lisbon.
I know.
I'm not buying that.
Ronaldo, right?
Plus, he would have got a lot more. Plus, he would have been in his home of Portugal. You telling me Ronaldo would want to come and fucking stay in Scotland for a year?
No one can even argue.
Fishy weather.
No one can even argue that he's away to Saudi to make his money.
Got money?
He's fucking made it. It's not like Martin Boyle or like some say like a
Martin Boyle
footballers with the Chinese league.
Martin Boyle literally just left Scotland for a year just to try and get some money in the bank. That's that set him up for life. But yeah, Ronaldo's already set for life. Ronaldo doesn't need money. So.
Ronaldo should have went to Sporting Lisbon, but if he didn't, he should have went to one of the Old Firm. But anyway,
plus he's basically just handed all his Champions League records away to Messi. All right, Messi probably won't win more Champions Leagues, but in terms of like goals and appearances, assists and all that, if Messi's not already in front, probably is in front of assists and goals. I think Ronaldo's probably still in front.
No, Ronaldo's way in front in goals.
Yeah, but I mean, Ronaldo's not going to play more Champions League, and Messi
could.
Well, he could, but it's unlikely that he will.
It is unlikely, but Raskin, we're talking about big money here. How much is Raskin going to be on if he joins Rangers?
What's he currently on?
Peanuts, because tell you what, he's got 6 months left on his deal, and he's basically been frozen out the Standard Edge team. They want rid of him, and I believe he's on about 15 grand a week.
Don't think you get that much more at Rangers, like.
No,
make it a slight improvement. Then again, like 20.
You know what happens when you sign a pre? You get all these bonuses. You get basically the money you'd have paid the club anyway. See this gimmick of it's a free. It's not really a free.
Yeah, because you end up paying more in wages and stuff to bring the player there, since you're saving on the transfer. So it's the same with Todd Cantwell. Like, I mean, see if Rangers waited and just agreed like a free transfer, the amount of money they're going to be paying him in wages, like it's probably making up for the transfer value itself. So
yeah, but you know what? I'm all for this move as well. Like, I'm critical of Cantwell because I don't think I think he's severely overrated. But when you look at the Rangers team, it's aging. Davis, I know he's injured. Like even Jack, Arfield, like even though Kamara and like Jack and Lundstrom, they're not old, right? They're like late 20s, but it's like the same old pish, isn't it? It's like it's just been stagnant for years. Now I know Lundstrom only signed last summer, but come on. Yeah, I think Rangers just need a breath of fresh air, and you saw it with Celtic. And just completely overhauled that team, and I think Beale needs to do the same while keeping some of the old guard. Even though Celtic kind of literally got rid of everyone apart from Callum McGregor, didn't they?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Rangers. I think if you keep Tav, Goldson, Kent, and Morelos, and then the people who we've mentioned there, like, keep them as squad players. I mean, apart from like the older ones who you can just get rid of. Is that not the way to go forward for Rangers? I'd say so.
Yeah, they need to start signing younger players. But
Rangers need, if Suter can't get fit, I mean, Ben Davies give him a couple more games, like, but they need a goalie. If Yilmaz is up to the task, he can do left back. They need a right winger. But again, Rangers got a lot of players who are injured. You got to remember
but Hadji coming back?
Lawrence coming back, Suter coming back. I mean, Hollander could come back, but I doubt.
Talking about right wingers here. Don't think John Suter's a right winger.
Well, Kamara Roof can play on the right wing.
It's not ideal.
It's not ideal, right? But I tell you what is ideal. Todd Cantwell it's all but done, and Nicolas Raskin is nowhere near done. But could it happen? Is it a good sign for Rangers? Rate it out of 10 if they sign Raskin.
I haven't seen him play. I'll give it a 7.
Oh, well, have you seen all those players' hearts signed? No. I've not seen him play. I've seen Cantwell play there. Cantwell linked with a £30 million move to Liverpool, so let's sign him 4 years later. You know what? See, Rangers, that's the thing. Cantwell could turn into the best player in the league, and they still wouldn't get more than 30 million for him if they tried to sell him on, wouldn't they not? That's just a tragic.
It could just be another Ryan Kent.
Nah, he's nowhere near the level of Kent. I'm sorry.
And you're supposed to be excited about signing this guy.
Well, Kent's good. Like, I think if he was half a level of Kent, you'd be like, well, he's no bad then.
Aye, well, prime Kent, hopefully.
Prime Kent is what we're hoping for, but you know what? This ain't Cantwell, it's Raskin. Nicolas Raskin. Does that sound like a name you can just imagine his dome and a Rangers shirt? I can imagine it in the middle of the midfield, bossing Celtic about.
What FIFA rating do you think he'll get next year playing for the Glasgow Rangers?
It'll be a low 70s, won't it?
Oh, I know.
Probably will be, but next year, couple of weeks' time, man, he'll be out in the January transfer update. But anyway, guys, till next time, Raskin is joining Rangers.